What is the Flood's end goal? Do they just keep assimilating until nothing is left and then starve? So the end goal of the Flood is something in line with what the Gravemind has said before, the complete assimilation of all life in the galaxy. And that's because this cosmic consciousness has preached to us time and time again that true peace and an end to conflict is only achievable through the complete unification of all life. That's their end goal, complete victory in a sense. Now, to achieve that end goal, they do literally have to consume all life in the galaxy, which for all intents and purposes means literally consuming all biomass until there is nothing left. And like you say, that would mean that they would eventually starve, but the question is, does the collective Flood consciousness realize that there is such a huge flaw in their plan? Well, you'd have to think they do, because the Flood consciousness is composed of trillions of consciousnesses, and one would have certainly thought about this or thought this to themselves at some point. But I think honestly, it probably just doesn't care. The Flood is probably viewing their complete assimilation of life and inevitable death afterwards as the necessary sacrifice to allow the galaxy, and by extension universe, to heal or reset. And maybe once the board is set clean, the Flood will willingly allow itself to fade from existence, disassembling itself into the basest biological components to reseed the galaxy's worlds with the building blocks for new life to emerge. Or alternatively, it will find some way to keep itself alive by creating some sort of self-sustaining cycle that allows uninfected organisms to live as a food source or otherwise. Either way, I think the Flood is totally aware of what their end goal means for their continued existence, and again, they just probably don't care.